Hello guys, so we are back to Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. Uh, I'm done experiment with the game. I did two accounts to experiment. Did where I could make a lot of mistakes. I could and summon the way I want, waste gems, see what's worth, what's not. And this is my main account. In one account, I tested Murasame and a few summons ways. On the second account, I tested the Marine Sword and wasting stamina to purchase a little bit here and there. And this is my main account. So I'll start doing a few with the characters I know a little bit more of. I'll make a video show my build. So I'll start with Zack. This character is, in my opinion, the most underrated character in this game because he's amazing. I really genuinely like this guy, and you can build Zack with way different builds. You can even do a hybrid. You can experiment a lot with them. I went with the build I'm gonna show you because it's the best free to play so far, for me at least, and it's the one I like. So he's still need 3 levels, and he needs a lot of his growth. I can show you the train cloud is 114, so he still have a lot of potential to grow besides weapons and stuff. I didn't even bother to get the slash combo upgrade because I'm missing the this a lot. So my not this because I have magic attack on. But yeah, I'll save for now. I still can go this route for more health, or wait for this to get more magical attack, more health. Yeah, eventually I'll do everything, but not for now. For now, I'm focusing on the stuff. Yeah, like this one. I start with Zack because it's. I was gonna start with Cloud, but to be fair, this character is the one I having a lot of fun in this game, and trying ideas of builds, trying to min max his stats. I'm really enjoying the Zack. So let's start with the not this the costumes. So I have 3 costumes of him. With this one, I have a little bit more CC, like extra like 2k, and a bit more health. I end up preferring this one to get more magical attack because I want him to be a magical dealer in my team, and eventually, if I get the attack points that this one aren't make a difference, I'll switch back to this. So you can play around with these costumes a lot because this one gives 8 points of attack. So if you just little close or 8 points close to the next threshold, you can just equip it and bang, you do more damage. If the 8 points doesn't make a difference, if you don't lose the attack, you can go to this one and get a little bit push on HP, which Zack doesn't have the highest HP, but doesn't have the lowest as well. So Keep that in mind. You can do a little bit tanky. You can be a little bit tanky if you're building that way, but that's my opinion. I went for this because, as you can see, I drop at the threshold for magical attack without it, so that's the reason. Once I get more attack, I'll just go for this and have more survivability. So that's custom. That this one is free, and this one you can exchange for free. So nothing too much. And even if you do like this, it does a little bit less attack, but it survives more, and you have more power. If you intend to main him for co-op and stuff, it's 2k might be a little bit to have in consideration, and the survivability. But for now, I want big damage from him, so I went for this weapon. I went with magical build because I went with like I said on past videos, I don't like to have two characters doing the exact same thing on the team. So I want variation. If I want Zack to be a physical damage dealer, I have no point to have Clouds. So two physicals in the same team, I don't like that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't mind it, but I don't personally. So I went with Magic. And for Magic, you get this weapon for free, which you can get the upgrades all the way for free, so it's a plus. If you need help with a co-op, just DM me and I'll help you. It's not really hard to get a co-op weapon, but if you need help, just let me know. And this one is a HP and magical defense. Even though it's not the stat I really care for Zack, because I would rather this be magical attack or attack at least. But it is what it is. It's a free weapon, and HP is not a bad stat to have. And since you max it, you have a lot of stats, so it's a nice main hand. That's the reason I have this weapon on main hand, is because it's fully maxed and it's free stats. The weapon is cool. As typical for Zack, it gives critical rate, so it's a magical non-element. I'll talk about the other options you have for a main hand, even if you start playing after the Umbrella event is out. So sub weapon for me, I went with the Arc Sword, which also have critical rate and decrease magical defense, and gives magical attack and looks cool. But yeah, this skill is like the one for Cloud for physical. This one is for defense, magical defense. So for 20 seconds your magical will do more damage, and it's a nice skill to have. I really like this skill, and it gives magical attack once I max. Could be a little more, but it is what it is. And the stats are high. As you can see, it's higher. It's way higher. So if you compare a free weapon with a gacha weapon, there's a difference. There's a lot of difference in stats. Sub weapons. I went with this one. As you can see, I end up making Harith a different build as well. So I'll show her soon. I'll try and make Cloud next, and Harith, and so on. See how this series will be received. The skill doesn't matter because you won't use this skill, but it boosts magical attack and boosts magical ability potency. So what this means is on attack stance you get more damage on magical abilities, which for Zack is great because I had with magic. The other two, this one is a plus. This one is a must, not a plus. Sorry, this one is a must in my opinion for a magical build. So I went with this because magical attack, it has a lot of magical attack as well once you max it. If you get uh, souls for free, if you have copies and stuff, it gives a lot of magical attack. You have a lot of stats and 36, so you get uh, like 17. So just from this weapon alone, you stay on level 3, which is more 30% of magical ability, which on the damage dealing it heads up. So once you get the hang of it, Zack do a lot of damage. I really like magical abilities on him, but he also can be built as a tank. He also can be as a physical. He can be a hybrid. I'll talk about that later. The next two, it is what you have bear. What I have bear for him is magical attack and earth potency. I really want magical attack to be as high as possible. Earth potency doesn't really matter right now because I don't have any earth on him for now, but the magical attack is okay. And this one is attack with I tried to build him with uh, 3 magical attack and 1 attack and 1 HP. Uh, Ideally, I wanted 3 magical attack and 2 attack, but it does a lot of damage like this. Right now, he's doing a lot of damage. So, my plans for him, exactly that, is to aim as magical attack as the highest I can, and because right now I have HP on level 3, can be level 4 if I switch to the suits. I have magical attack on level 3, which I'm trying to aim for at least level 5. That's my goal. If I can go all the way to 7, of course I will. Boost this one. I really need to upgrade this weapon so I can be at least level 2 to level 3. And the attack is level 3 right now. This is the reason why I use that costume. But I really want at least level 4, level 5 with it. So my goal is exactly that, is boosting attack and magical attack level 5 at least, and this one at least level 3. This is my goal as a free to play right now. What else can you use besides the umbrella? If you want to build him as a magical DPS, where is the? I don't think that's this one, not this one. Where? This is the physical wind. This is the physical. There's one. I think this is the one. No, this is physical, so it has to be this one. Yeah, you can have this one as a main hand, because as you can see right away, more stats. So more magical attack, more physical attack, but the main focus is magical attack, and the skill is Magic Firaga. So it's AoE, and the weapon itself boosts fire potency to level 48, so level 6 right away, which means fire will do a lot of damage, especially if if you face against the ones that are weak against fire. So yeah, he will farm way fast. The other option is this one, which is also free. As you can see, you can get this one for free. Let's see the stats. 3 already have more stats, so this one you gain stats. You lose a little bit HP, I think. Yeah, 21 to 24. You still gain HP. So, and the C ability is magical fire to single enemy. I don't know if this hits harder than this skill, but it's an option. If you free to play and you come to play and the summer event is out, this one is an option for free that you can max. All you need to do is spam Ifrit dungeons. So you farm Ifrit souls and you farm this. So this is an option. I don't know how good, but you can also use this one as well. And if you're luck, this is AoE in boost. I think in terms of attack, fire potency, this one is better. I like this one rather than have this or this, but these two are free. Sub weapons. Like I said, I like this one because it decreases magical defense, so you have a magical build, so it makes sense. So I like this weapon as a sub. It also have a lot of stats. Maybe you can use it on main hand and have the other on a sub weapon. Maybe this one is a good main weapon if you can max out, because the stats and the magical attack, water resist not so great, but maybe because of the stats and the magical attack as 27, that's already level 4 just from this weapon alone. And as a sub, you don't get all the stats. So yeah, other builds you can build with for Zack is let's talk about materia first. Materia, don't mind this because this is situational. I just grabbed something to make a to get more stats, but nothing is definitive because I'm trying to get a better fire. But what I'll aim for it will be magical attack percentage, HP percentage, and defenses. That's the perfect materia, and pray for magical attack upgrades. Then we hands and aim for magical attacks. But yeah, for materia, it's really simple to build. It's just hard to get the stats you want. But yeah, aim for magical attack percentage, HP percentage, and then defense, 1 or 2 defense, and you're set. The type of materia, you want this green materia, which is a magic. And the problem I have, it's not that much of a problem, but one of the problems I have compared to Cloud, none of the weapons that he has have a break. So as you can see, this deal more magical ability for 20%, this one 10%, this another ability 10%, and so on. As you can see, none, at least not the magical, have a sigil, and maybe it makes a difference when on bosses they have a lot of breaks, sigils breaks. It would help if he had a break on a weapon, but then again, Zack still doesn't have uh, a banner exclusive like Murasame and Marine. He doesn't have his banner yet. Yet, let's see what he gets and what the future holds for him. But it will make sense if his main hand had a break, so you could break bosses faster. But it deals damage. It is what it is. So, other ways to build Zack. Physical damage. You have this one, which it's a single wind, which physical attack and wind bonuses. This is a really good weapon for main hand on physical build, because wind, and you're already boosting the wind damage and you're boosting physical damage, so this one is a really nice weapon for physical. The other option is non-element, which also boosts crit. And like I said on my tier list, pretty much all or almost all skills for Zack has increased critical rate. So maybe once I don't think crit builds is effective right now, because okay, they hit hard when they crit, but the crit chance is 2 RNG even with this upgrade. But maybe in the future Zack will get and others will get more ways to upgrade critical chance, maybe on skills with high. But right now Zack seems the if you like to have crit build, physical Zack, or I like him more as a physical for this, but seems a really nice option to boost critical, because all the skills deals at least one of the builds will have one of the skills in each build. That's the current sentence. At least one skill on each build will have increased critical rate, so that's nice. This is is the buff. As you can see, he's very versatile. This one is already a physical single start, which also increases ability. The problem with the ability is as you can see, more critical rate, and this is like arc sword but for physical defense. So this is a really nice sub weapon as well if you want this skill. The stats. The problem I have with ability is it's like attack. It increases both physical and magical, so not your main focus. If this is physical ability, potency will be way better. And the other way you can build him is a support, which you have a healing, and there's other. This is fire. There's maybe I don't have the weapon. Let's see on draw his abilities. Let's go on features, confirm. Zack. Healing. Yeah, you just have one. I thought he had 2 healings. I think he had 2. Yeah, this one is not a healing, but boost heals as well. It's a buff. So if you want him to have as more of a support role, maybe you don't like to use Harith, you can just put these weapons which gives him a heal, and this one gives the physical defense increase, also regens. So yeah, he also can do a lot. Maybe because in his story it will continue to be used alone, because right now on First Soldier you can only use Zack if you use the team for the story. If you want the extra gems, etc., you can only use Zack. Maybe that's the gimmick for the story, even going forward. So if you only use Zack, of course he has to be a jack of all trades. He needs to do everything. So he does magic. He has skills to build as magic. He has weapons to build as a healer. He has a physical attack as well. So you can build him as a three-way, and you can build him tank as well, because right now if you go like this, you can build him with this for HP, then you go with this for HP as well, and then you go for HP and physical defense. Maybe, but right now tanks, there's no really way to aggro him. So the best builds for him is physical damage dealer, magical damage dealer, and support. And I don't really like him support, so magical or physical dealer. As in my opinion, this is the way I build my Zack. I went with magic, mostly because I prefer Cloud right now as a physical, and I don't like to have two options, because then you don't have the optimized way for physical. If I had to use a physical for him, because I have two characters need a physical attack weapons and substats. So yeah, this is my Zack. Uh, how do you build your Zack? You like him? I think he's really underrated. I have a lot of fun with this character. I really like to play. At the start, when I use him on story, it seems like subpar. He, he looks like weak. I don't like him using him in the beginning, but it really grew on me, and the more I use him, the more fun I have with this character. And as you can see, he's the one I use on on co-op, because he I really like him. He's not as let me rephrase it. As a physical damage, he can't compare with Cloud, at least for now, because Cloud has bare options in terms of weapons, that maybe because Murasame, maybe because the Marine Sword. Even with the Marine Sword, it does more damage than Zack. But Zack is a lot stronger than people give him credit for, and I really like him. But yeah, tell me what you think of my build. Give me comments, and maybe I'll do Cloud tomorrow. I really want to start the Let's Play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, because I'll be honest, I still didn't finish the remake. I know I have the game since the release, and every time I play the remake, I go. The furthest I go is where he. The second. Before he met Aerith. The second radiator or whatever avalanche is exploding. And the first time I had problems in real life, then I started to work, and then I just finished Final Fantasy 16. I play all the Kingdom Hearts. I had to play Hogwarts Legacy because my girlfriend, and remake. It's always I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. But it's really, really, and the Rebirth trailer is so good. The game will be so, so, so good. At least in first impressions, it seems to be open world, and I hope they do right by open world. And I'm really, really want to go into the the let's play and the story. It's a little bit different, at least in the part that I have. There's new enemies. There's phantom things that show up since the beginning. So I'm interested in start, and I'll start with the Let's Play series, and that's finally a way I can finish the story. But yeah, I'll start this week. I promise I'll start the Let's Play, and I'll also show my Cloud and Harith builds later. But yeah, hope you enjoy the content. This build is not the end game build because there's a lot of work I need to do on materia. I need to upgrade the sub weapons. If I have better, so if I get from gacha better sub weapons for the role of magical and attack, I'll replace them. I need to re-level them. But yeah, a lot of work to do left to do. But right now, that's my team. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about Zack. Zack for me is still an S tier, no matter what people think. At least that's my opinion, and I play with Zack every single battle that I have right now, and he's a staple in my team, and I won't switch him around for the near future. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, I have more views now, so give more subscribes. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.